New this morning, Rivian is laying off hundreds of employees as the electric vehicle maker prepares to launch its new R2 vehicle. The company says the cuts affect less than 2% of its workforce, which could amount to about 300 jobs. Rivian says the layoffs impact some service, sales, marketing, and customer support teams, while assembly line workers at its normal plant won't be affected. The company says it's restructuring parts of the business as it works to grow production and improve profitability. Employees impacted by the cuts will receive severance, benefits, and career transition services.